Hi, Van.
Hello, teacher. Hello. Oh, I've just finished my work. Hi, girl.
Oh, I see. Anyway, it's just 3 minutes. It's okay.
Sorry for late.
No, 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 no
It's
worries.
okay.
Okay. How are you?
I'm still good,
Mm-hmm.
but a little bit tired,
I
guess. But
see. Uh-huh. You
um,
catch a
yeah.
cold.
No,
No?
no.
You're just tired.
Yeah, I'm just tired because
Okay.
of a lot of work to do
Mm-mm.
today.
Mm, I see. Is it cold in Vietnam right now?
Yes, it is.
It
It
is.
is.
Oh.
It's about 17, about 17 degrees centigrade.
Wow, that's cold. So I heard some
Yes.
part of Vietnam you have four seasons, right?
Yeah, Four
Uh-huh.
Seasons.
And does your place belongs to that place who have four seasons?
No,
No.
only in north
Oh.
areas, and in south areas there are only two seasons:
Okay. Uh-huh.
rainy and dry.
Rainy and
Rainy
dry.
season,
I
yeah, dry
see.
season,
Okay. Oh.
and yeah.
And
But I'm in
this
the north,
you're in the north. Okay.
yeah. So
Uh-huh.
Four Seasons. I
Uh-huh.
mean, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just asking. Because, even in our country, it's getting colder. Well, every year, December, January, and February are the coldest months of the year in our country.
Oh,
So there, especially
oh,
February, it's really, really cold you know
oh,
but
really
yeah,
cold.
but not to the point that it's freezing. We do not experience snow here in the Philippines.
Yeah,
i
yeah.
wish i wish I want to see, I want to experience it, but we don't
You know,
have.
in some areas in Vietnam, there are snow in the winter.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
yeah, it's a
So
surprise
yeah, it
because
surprises
we are
me.
tropical, because we are tropical climate,
Yeah,
but
well,
we still
well,
have.
Seoul, is also, but it's surprising to know that some part of Vietnam really experience that cold
Yeah,
also, and
yeah,
it's
but
also like Elsa freezing, all those places. Anyway, so great, great, great. So I think it would be best to. What is the best time if I really want to see the snow? What is the best month to go to your country?
I think it depends on the place you
Mm-mm.
want to go, like
Ah.
in the north and in the south. I mean, in the if you want to experience snow, and you should go in the winter. You
Oh.
should come to Vietnam in winter in
Uh-uh.
about to February.
Oh, okay. So December.
Yes.
So I think that's all. I think most of the places in the tropical countries or near the equator, those really are the coldest months. Well, the degree will
Yes.
just depend on their location. Is it really above or away from the equator or really near the equator, right? Yes.
Yes. That's
Okay.
it.
All right. Thank you for sharing those information, Van. I really appreciate that. So I have checked already your homework a while ago, and the first homework I gave you prior to yesterday, your answers were all correct. So good job on that. And then
Thank you.
today's or yesterday's homework, I checked it just now, and you were able to provide good answers and correct answers also. So good job. I've sent
Thank you.
um, I've said the my congratulatory remarks to you in your Facebook.
Oh my god. Oh really?
Yes, yes, you're
I
gonna.
haven't
You haven't seen it?
I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen because
noticed that you were not online, so I grabbed the opportunity. Ah, I'm gonna send this to Van. She won't see it
thank
right
you.
away. Anyway, so I think we are already on the last slide of our discussion for lesson 21, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
let's go ahead and discuss this so that we can move on to lesson 22 later. All right. So let me read the question for our discussion for lesson 21. Do you prefer high conflict, win lose negotiations, or cooperative win win negotiations?
Uh, I prefer cooperative win-win negotiations
Mm.
because in a win-win negotiation we end our negotiation with with happy result for two sides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For everyone, the
Mm-mm.
happy result for everyone,
Mm-mm.
the good
Exactly.
result, yes,
Mm-hmm.
well,
It.
and
Okay.
yeah. But I mean, if I'm in a higher position, so
Uh-huh.
win lose is okay for me.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, right. But I totally agree to what you said because I was also thinking about this discussion question a while ago, and I was thinking what would be my side. So I think win-win solution is not really challenging for both parties, right? Win-lose solution, win-lose negotiation, is quite difficult, but it's really challenging, especially to the part of the person who is doing the presentation, right? So
Yes,
there.
that's
Mhm.
right.
And I think that would
Yeah,
always. Yes, go ahead.
and lose lose is also can
Mm-mm.
be a
It should be.
strategic.
Yeah, no, no.
Yes,
Yeah, so it
lose
means that
lose lose.
you don't win the trust of that person or that company, neither. Because,
Yeah,
what is we really do not want to happen is they would make bad mouth about our company, right? So
yeah,
I think in lose-lose situation, that could possibly happen, right? So that one we
yes,
do not
because
want to happen.
you yeah it means that we don't get the contract, but neither do our competitors.
Exactly,
And
that's true. And sometimes they really say bad things about our company, right? So feedbacks and all, that's what we do not want to happen. Okay, so I think that will be all for lesson 21. So let's go ahead and move forward to lesson 22. So let me go ahead and share it first to you. So just a second, I'm gonna pull it up.
yes,
Okay, I'm gonna share it. All right, I'm starting to share it now. This is your lesson 22.
oh, but teacher,
Mm-hmm.
we've just finished the first listening lesson of the
Oh, really?
first
Uh-huh.
listening part. Yeah, the first listening part of the lesson 24,
22.
21st,
21st.
20,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
21st, 21. Yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
I
So
think.
anyway,
So I don't know how many. Yeah.
how many listening part? Because
Yeah.
as I
Yeah.
was, and let me just verify because I remember we finished everything already. So there are only three on the listening part of this lesson, and I think we did them all yesterday. We listened to them all yesterday. Let me just verify. But anyway, so I'm opening it now and it's reading. So after this lesson, what are you going to do?
Just go home as normal,
Ah,
as
okay.
usual.
When you go home, do you
Yeah.
when you go home, do you prepare dinner for your husband or you both of you eat outside already?
No, because I live with parents. We live with
Ah,
our parents, so we don't. I don't have to, cook.
okay. Whose parents are those? Are they your parents or your husband's parents?
Your husband's parent.
Ah, okay. Is that common in Vietnam that once the man and the woman get married, if they cannot rent their own house, the woman should go with the parents or the house of the husband? Is that a tradition in your
Um,
country?
yeah, it's tradition. This is tradition.
Mm-hmm.
But this is our own house,
Ah,
and the
okay.
parents, our yeah, our parents' house is in the country,
Countryside.
other
Mm-mm.
province. But
Mm.
yeah, because
Ah.
they
So,
they are all retired, and so they
ah.
decided to
I
kind of
see.
live with us.
Uh-uh. So both of his parents are retired. Okay, so you don't have to worry about cleaning the house or cooking food for the two of you. So they take care of them. They take care of that.
That, oh my god.
Is it okay to live with your
It's like,
It's like
oh
I
yeah,
see.
it's okay for me. Cause
Okay. Because we are living with my parents. So my husband keeps on
oh,
complaining. Yeah, he keeps that's why I'm asking how it feels, because my husband keeps on complaining that if I would given be a chance, I do not want to live with your house. And I said, "Why? I don't want to be with your mother." Blah, blah, blah.
oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what he
you know,
says.
sometimes it's unavoidable that sometimes we have the conflicts, but
Mm-mm.
yeah. But the thing is, we have to compromise
Mm-mm.
and
Yeah.
have to, yeah, to look for better life, a better
Uh-huh.
result for
Mm-mm.
everyone.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
that's a very good suggestion. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the happy, yeah, you're happy, living happy together is the most important
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
because we have, extroverts have ego,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yes, true,
ego.
true, true. Yeah, and
But
uh-huh.
yeah, but we have to,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but we have to compromise for the sake of, mm, for the good sake for
Mm-mm.
everyone.
Mm-mm. I see. Okay. All right. I apologize, Van, but I think my internet connection is not so good right now, so I can no longer open lesson 21. I'm having a
Okay.
hard time opening it. But if you
Uh,
would, we go ahead and check that tomorrow, but let's now proceed to lesson 22. Is that okay with you?
it's okay, teacher. I don't mind.
Okay, all right. So here, before we start with lesson 22, I was able to check this a while ago. I would like to ask your opinion about this, because this has been very very big issue already, even before China competing the US in terms of economic status, in terms of businesses imitating US brands and so on, right? So
Yes.
I know you are an expert, you are an economic graduate. So what
I'm not.
you're not?
I'm not.
Ah, okay, but at least what
I
is
mean,
uh-huh.
I'm graduated in finance major. My
Ah,
major is
uh-uh.
finance, but I'm not an expert in
In
business.
okay. Anyway, so I would probably rephrase my question and say that I would like to ask your opinion. What do you think about China competing, United States of America? In all aspect, I mean, you know, what do you think
Yeah,
about it?
it's really an international problem,
Exactly. See?
global problem.
Yeah. When we hear the word China, I mean, excuse me, I'm not really degrading the people or the Chinese people, but the thing is, China always bring problems, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think that's Americans' fault to,
Mm.
the image. I mean, China always imitate their U.S.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
brand, and yeah,
Exactly.
and produce the fake.
The fake ones. That's why we are having troubles, right? About
Yeah, that's
piracy
right.
and all because of them. So there. The authentication would always come from these big markets in the US, while the imitations will always come from this big population in China.
And we are
Mm.
the neighbor
Ah,
country
yes.
of
Mm-hmm.
China, and they bring many, yeah, um, mm,
Pirated.
harmful
Uh-uh. Oh,
harmful
really?
product to, yeah, harmful to
Ooh.
our health, harmful to our
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
product to Vietnam.
I
Yeah,
see.
and in, they produce many, harmful products,
Mm-mm.
and that It's also our fault to invent some of our country,
Mm-mm.
some of our citizens they import that product to
Exactly.
sell for, yeah.
Uh-uh.
But they are producer.
Yeah, they are the producers. They have to be very careful what they are going to sell in the market. That's their responsibilities, right? Especially that they are
Yes.
always offering a very negotiable prices, right? So, yeah.
Yes.
I totally agree with you because we've been colonized by these people for a long time, and there are a lot of Chinese Filipino community in the country. And mind you, these Chinese Filipino communities, their grandparents are really Chinese who choose to live in our country, and until now, they are still leading the businesses in our country. So
Oh.
I know how it feels. Plus the fact that our government is really siding these Chinese people. She's really making good communications, good tie up with the ambassador of China in the Philippines. So there. You just can imagine how many products are all and Chinese people are scattered everywhere in our country. They can enter our country without visa, and then when they arrive, that's the time that they will get a visa. That's the only time they will get a visa. So
Oh.
there. So we're quite um, populated already with these Chinese people in our country. So there. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So trade between China and the US, that's our topic for tonight. So let's talk about or let's have some review of our previous lesson which we have just finished. So list at least 5 adjectives describing the characteristic of a good negotiators and explain why.
At least five adjectives
Yeah.
describing the characteristic. Yeah, okay. The first thing is open-minded. I
Uh-huh.
think it's
Open-minded, yes.
very important. Yeah, adaptable.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm, c- c- creative.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
be,
yeah,
especially on your
creative.
presentations, right? So
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
can
that's right.
have we can win the
Yeah.
attention or there we can win the company also to trust us in terms of
Yes,
dealing
and
business.
I think it's not the addictive is not here, but I think persuasion is
Ah,
also important.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's true.
persuasive,
Mm-hmm. Persuasive.
analytical.
Analytical, yes. So you
Yeah,
have to be
analytical.
very strategic in terms of presentation and in terms of offering business or making business with other countries. Okay, all right, thank you. Very well said. So now let's continue. Okay? So this one, what do we what's that? Okay, so this one, we really have
Yes.
to tell me what is the word being described using the phrases on on the right and a picture on the left.
Yes. Okay. I think. A reduction in speed, activity, or the way that things are produced. Reduction. A reduction in speed, activity, as what is it? Slow down.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word. Slow down. Okay, very
Oh,
good.
oh really? Oh really?
Yes, exactly. That's the word. Oh, you're just guessing it? Oh, very good guess.
Yeah, I'm
Good
just
job.
guessing.
Yeah, you can see the arrow, so it's going down. So that might lead you to that answer. Slow down. Okay.
Oh, slow down is the
Yes.
answer.
Yeah, the arrow. Okay, next one.
It is a term. The amount by which something, especially an amount of money, is smaller than it should be. Um, revenue deficit and fiscal deficit. Is it loss?
Okay, the word is there already. Deficit.
Deficit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm,
deficit.
mm-hmm.
Is it a synonym of loss?
Oh, lost? Did you say lost?
Yeah, loss.
Ah, okay. Let me check that. Uh, Synonyms of lost. Not really lost, but shortfall. Because when you say lost, you did not save anything. You lose everything, right? So, but it when we talk about deficit, the amount by which something, especially a sum of money that is too small. Okay?
Uh, yeah. So when you think about deficits, it's about money. It's all related to money.
Uh-huh. Somehow, yes, it is, or most of the time in terms of business, it is always related to money.
Okay, I see.
Okay?
Okay, okay.
Next one.
A si- okay. A situation in which the value of goods a country imports or buys from, okay, is greater than the value of goods it exports. All the size of different, all the size of the differences. Oh my God, it's really, it's
Equal sells
very,
to
I
other
don't
countries,
remember.
or the size of this difference.
Yeah. Um, the trade, I mean, the trade balance.
Yeah.
No.
Or we can say trade imbalance, or we can say trade deficits.
Oh, the trade deficit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see. Uh-huh. Okay. So this time, look at this. How about this one?
Set. Uh, an
Mm-hmm.
argument or disagreement, especially an official one between, for example, workers and employees or two countries with a common border. Oh my God, what is it? An argument or disagreement. Mm, I'm not sure. For
Mm-hmm.
example,
Oh, I see.
mm,
For
two countries.
example, do you have your credit card with you? Do
Yes.
you have your, I mean, not, I'm not asking for your credit card. I'm asking, what I meant is, you have a credit card, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So for example, you are using your credit card, and then when you saw the bill, when you see your bill, you were able to see charges on your credit card that you are not the one who made it. Okay, then you
Mm-hmm.
call the credit card
Yes.
company and tell them that, hey, how come you are charging me this from this company? I'm not doing it. I did not do it. So that would be a dispute on your end. You want that charge to be removed in your payslip, or in your what do you call that, receipt, right? Because you are
Yeah.
not the one who made it. So there, that could be a
So it's
dispute. This one is
dispute.
dispute. Yeah.
Dispute is something. Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay,
All
okay, I
right.
get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's go back to this one, trade deficit. I have a perfect illustration of this, and I want you to watch it. Okay? So this is very short. Don't worry, but just want you to really
Yeah, yeah.
understand what trade deficit is. Okay, let me just play it. Okay, again. Hold on.
Hi, Mr. President. Today I want to explain trade deficits because they can be a little bit tricky. What is a trade deficit? It sounds like a bad thing. But really, it's just the difference between how much we buy from another country and how much we sell to that country. So, if we buy more stuff from China than we sell to them, that's a trade deficit. But don't forget, we didn't actually lose anything because we have all the stuff we bought. In fact, a trade deficit often means our economy is doing well. We have more money to spend. Plus, trading with other countries creates jobs here and abroad and helps bring countries together, and that's good for everyone. But there are problems. Some American workers lose their jobs making stuff if we buy that stuff from other countries. And workers in other countries might not have the same safe working policies that we do here. So, are trade deficits good or bad? They're both, Mr. President. If you have any other questions, let me know. Good luck.
Oh my God.
She talks so fast, right? I was
Yeah.
also okay, and I was processing the information too fast also. Oh my goodness. But yeah,
Oh my God.
at least we had an idea, right? What a trade deficit
Yeah.
is. Okay. So I think a small amount of
Just cute.
difference, yeah. So it has a positive and a negative effect on us of us for a certain
Yeah.
country, right? Okay, so
Yes,
let's
that's right.
go to our last word.
Oh my God.
Okay. This one.
Um. Okay. How to control something or someone to your advantage, often unfairly or dishonestly.
Hmm.
Control, manipulate.
Manipulate.
Just get.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
Manipulate.
really?
Yes, manipulate. That's the answer. Okay. All right.
We-
So, let's go back to the video, right? So, what? Let's take note along the video and answer the questions in slide 10. I'm gonna show it to you. Here, I have another video for you to watch. Here,
yes.
these are some of the questions that we will be answering later, okay? All right. So,
Yeah.
let me pull up the
This is
video. Uh-huh.
okay. This is the questions.
Ah, yes, that you are going to answer later after we watch
Yeah.
this video.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So this one, but I don't think we still have enough time to watch the video
Yeah.
tonight. All right? So we only have one and a
Yes.
half minute to go. So based on the words, let's just recap. Based on the words that we have learned tonight, so and of course the trade deficit, right? So I do you think um, China and you trading, China trading with U.S. is somehow has a hope, somehow good in our economy? Does it have some benefit? What do you think? Or, or rather, I would say, China trading in your country. Do you think it has some benefits also?
In my country,
Mm-mm. Yeah, because we have stated already the bad side of
yeah.
trading with them. But I think there will always be a good side, a positive side also. What do you think would be? It would be.
I mean, the import.
Yeah.
You you know, whether we like it or not, but China is the main importer. I mean, yeah, the main importer in Vietnam
Mm-mm.
because most of our products are produced by them, right?
Mm.
We
Exactly.
they they also open up.
Hmm.
I mean, it's established many
Established, yeah.
factories in
Uh-huh.
yeah established factory in Vietnam in
Ah,
it helps
really?
many
Uh-huh.
people to employed to
To
be
get employed.
employed,
Ah, I
yeah, to
see.
get employed,
I see.
yeah. And if and their products is uh, have a reasonable price.
Mm-mm,
So
mm-mm.
and
Exactly.
it's also a good a good good thing
Mm-mm.
about China. And when we trade, and when Vietnam and China you trade, do trading transaction,
Mm-mm.
so it is also can enhance two countries relationship, I
Oh,
think.
wow, that's good. Okay. All right. So there. Okay, so very well said, Van. So we will now continue this follow-up questions and the audio or video that I will let you watch tomorrow, first thing in our lesson tomorrow, okay? So I won't give homework today because we just started with this lesson, okay? I probably give your homework on Thursday night, okay? So, is there
Yes,
any
thank
other
you.
questions you would like to ask?
Oh my God. So no,
No
because
more?
I think we just run out of time.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
that's true.
I'll spend my question for tomorrow.
Okay, all right. So thank you,
Okay.
Van, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Bye bye.